Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tee. Now, the things I'm going to do today, I completely left my list at home. When you get old, guys, it's a worry. Oh, it's a worry. Just left my list at home. It's crazy. Someone asked me about channel lock from deep rough. How would you play channel lock from deep rough? Well, the short answer there is, guys, you don't. You don't play channel lock from deep rough. Channel lock is a very shallow golf swing. You absolutely could never get the ball out of deep rough if you swung with channel lock, because it gets the club on the ball, you know, a foot behind and be picking up grass. It's at ground level a foot before the golf ball. So when you're trying to get out of deep rough, guys, it's a recovery shot. It's let's recover and get on with the game. So any shot out of deep rough is as steep as you can get the club and as close to the ball as you can on the downswing. You don't want it coming in through the grass. It's just a recovery shot. So you don't use the principles of channel lock swing mechanics that you do in a full golf swing. Just don't do that. Deep rough is always a recovery shot. I mean, if you're in deep rough, you're not trying to hit a shot, a career shot, you're just trying to get out of trouble. So the main thing is get steep and get down on it. There, you don't want any grass between the club and the ball. Channel lock, it'll be a disaster, because channel lock gets the club on the gets the club at ball level very early, a foot before the ball. So you don't want to do that. And uneven lies, guys, it's just the same principles with channel lock as with any other golf swing. You know, the weight distribution, the way that you get the shoulders aligned to up and downhill lies, that type of thing, all the same principles. Okay, the fact that you got the ball back makes it easier, because you're on the ball earlier. That's the only difference. But all the other principles are exactly the same. I've done a video somewhere. It's on the site. Uneven lies with channel lock. It's on the website. On the channel, on the One Atomic Golf channel. Okay, guys. Now what I want to talk about today is just a channel lock theme or a channel lock slant on a traditional golf swing terminology theme, and that is what that line or that theme is: line of compression. Now, line of compression in the conventional golf swing, guys, is this, in that this arm and the club here is in that position there. And invariably the shoulder is square to maybe a little open. But that's line of compression in the conventional golf swing. Now in channel lock, it's different, because in channel lock the shoulder is supposedly closed. So our line of compression is here. This is our line of compression up here. It's this shoulder creates the line of compression in the golf swing. You want to compress the golf club and your arm against this shoulder. That's our line of compression there. The arm and the hand comes in here, and the club goes past that line of compression. That's how it releases. It gets past that line of compression. The arms go out in that direction into out, but the club face releases towards the target. So our line of compression is against the shoulder here. Think of the line of compression as a horizontal line of compression here. There it is there, with a closed shoulder. That's what you want to feel. But on the ball level, here, there. We don't want the club up here, and we don't want that shoulder parallel or slightly open. The more closed you can get it, the better off you are. Yeah, so it basically should feel like that. Here. Here. I'm actually firing the club there, guys. There. 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 Firing it past this shoulder. That's my line of compression here. That's the feeling. The best striking I've had of late is when I feel that this is really in that position there and the club fires past with my hand action past that line of compression at impact. That's what it feels like. Feels like that. That's what it feels like there. And if you hit a couple of shots like that, I think you'll find that you'll get some really good impact. With the driver, it's fantastic. I feel like I'm here. I feel like I'm there with the driver. Here. I feel like I'm almost backing away from it. I feel like the shoulder's backing away from the strike. Shoulder's going this way and the strike's coming forward. That's what I feel like. Here. Ooh. Ooh, it's a weird feeling, but when you get it, wow. Really feels fantastic. All right, somebody asked me, what did they ask? Oh, having trouble. Somebody today said they're having trouble hitting awful top shots and weak shots with channel lock. You know, topping the ball and going for and a weak shot. Well, clearly, if you're topping it, the club's coming up. Club's coming up, and the two things make it come up. As you come into the ball, you straighten your legs. Here, or you stay back too much. Here, the club can't get to the ball. It's coming up. So to eliminate a top shot or a weak shot, we've got to stay into the shot here. Here, we've got to keep those legs really flexed, and just move them like that, guys. But the head doesn't move forward, and it doesn't move backwards. It doesn't do that when the legs flex. They don't move. They don't move under your head and your head moves back. Your head just stays there. Because that's your throat's your swings, center of your swing radius. So we don't want to change that. So if you're hitting weak shots and no power, clearly you're either standing up in the shot or you're staying back, or there's absolutely no pull on that lead arm. That lead arm has got to pull, guys. It's got to pull into the ball there and then release. Has to just... You've got to pull it in here. You've got to chase it with that lead hand. That lead hand's got to chase at the ball. And guys, the weak cut up shots is usually this action with the lead hand. We get this action going. The lead hand comes up and it opens like that. It's got to be pulling down. The lead hand pulls down and through the ball. See that thumb? You pull down with these back fingers and the lead hand, and that thumb does that through the ball. You go like that, and to get the feeling, do this. Have a couple of swings where you just take the club back here, pull down, and let the lead hand come off the club here. Now, see how the blade is finishing here, guys? That's fully released. You don't want the club coming through like that. The lead arm's got to rotate, and the club face has got to release towards the target. The arms and hands go out that way, but the club face releases towards the target. So do a couple of shots like this, just a half swing back here, pull it down, and then do that. Just let the trail hand come off the ball, pull down into your knees, like that. But when you finish, have a look at the blade, and have a look. This cup in the elbow should be pointing up. We don't want it pointing over here, and we don't want these knuckles pointing up. We want those. This is called pinky down. Whenever I want to hit a really hard sling draw, I fire that pinky, my little pinky, I fire it into the ground really hard. Pinky comes back to me. When I want to hit a fade, it's pinky up. Pinky back, pinky back, pinky up. Thumb down, thumb under for a fade. That's just difference in forearm rotation, which reflects itself in the face angle when you hit the ball. But to get the feeling, and if you've got weak shots, you're probably doing that. You can't do that. That lead arm has got to release that way. And to get the feeling of it, just let that trail hand come off. Here, keep that lead shoulder closed. Here, just release the club. See how I'm moving into my lead knee? Here. Now when you do that, you'll see that the path, the divot you're taking, is very, very angular. Might be 40 degrees or something like that. It won't be that much in a golf swing because you've got your right hand on. But you want to try and cultivate that feeling that it's 40 degrees in a proper golf swing. You want to cultivate that feeling. If you can get that feeling, and this is probably a good training aid for all of us guys. Get here, pull it down, then release it. Release it. So I'm staying in my knees. Look at the club here, look. Here. Club stays outside the shoulders, here. Doesn't come in here and get around in behind the shoulder. So for everybody that's doing channel lock, that's a good way. But particularly for that person that asked today, and look guys, I just forget the names because I get 120 emails a day from people generally. And but the comment was, I'm hitting really weak shots, topping the ball, and they're just cutting and they're not going anywhere. Well, that's because you've got this action going with the club. Here. You've got to turn it down, guys. That elbow's got to turn back in towards you. Here. There. Here. Just take it up. Here. Pull it down. Release it. Release it. Release it. Release it. And try and stick the club in the ground to get that feeling of the club really releasing into the ground. I don't do that in the golf swing because I'm more of I pull harder in the golf swing. I actually pull really hard, and I'm sort of a sweeper. I don't do that. Anyway guys, that line of compression today, feel that we're here. Again, the same thing, we've got that here. So in that drill guys, feel this, but feel both things at once. Feel as we start down, we pull and we release it, and we release it past that lead shoulder. Here. Here. And you'll see your divots, you'll say, wow, those divots are into out. That's what they've got to be, guys. That's what you've got to get in a channel lock swing. If you've never felt or experienced an into out golf swing, this is the way to feel it. And the only difference is in the full swing, when you've got your right hand or your trail hand on the club, starting down, and you don't let it off, what you do, guys, is you don't activate it till very late. We get it down here, we pull, and then and it's right there, very late. Here, there, there, very late. So that right hand is really passive, and then it comes in and goes bang, really hits the ball, the little 1-inch Bruce Lee punch. Okay guys, that was just a couple of things. I hope they'll, I had two other things. I can't even remember to bring the notes that I make so that I can remember. Can't remember to bring the remembering notes. Okay, you guys are laughing. You're going to get old one day. You'll get old. Okay guys, have a look at that.